very few people in the Nigerian movie industry get the privilege of being called box office queen, and one of them is here with me today because she has proven time and time again that she has cracked the code to, make money from her talent and her art and her craft. Toyin Abraham is here with me today, actor, producer. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Ebuka.
Thanks for coming back, because you've been here before a couple of years ago.
Yes, I
we'll get to that a little later.
I'm actually ready for it because I know you're going to go there. Yes.
But how are you doing? I mean, you've evolved brilliantly. You were Toyin the actor. You've now become a business on your own, producing movies back to back. I know you have one coming up very soon. But how has that transition happened? And we see that a lot more, I believe, with women in the industry these days, much more than men. I might be wrong, but it seems to happen a lot with women. What's spurring that, and why are you guys so successful at doing this thing, you think?
I can't speak for others, but I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm a go-getter.
Yeah.
And apart from the fact that, okay, yes, money. I started making money in entertainment, I don't think, let's say 5 years, when I started working with Film One. That was when I started making, I can't even remember my first movie. When Mr. Moses called me and said, they've paid your money into your account, Big Sam called me and I saw my account, and that was the first time. I saw 40-something million. I'm not joking. I could not sleep. So I would just sit down, I would see somebody, I now called my godmother. I said, come, it's like these film people, they will come and, Film One people, they will come and kill me and collect the money. It's like armed robber is following me, And the money is not actually cash, because that's like the first time.
Yes.
That was the first time making such money, and it's my money. So I feel like, why would they send it to my account? So I had to go to my godmother's house. So what am I trying to say? I started making money like 5 years ago. But I am a go-getter. I love this job. It's passion for me, and I want to do more.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I really want to do more and more and more and more. So
now you're saying you didn't go in, getting that alert was obviously great, but you're saying you started producing not because of the money, but the passion.
Yes, I have passion for acting. Yeah, obviously, there are sometimes they pay us, but it's then, when I was in the Yoruba industry,
yes,
it's peanuts. They don't pay us well. So, but because I love it, so you just keep praying that, Yoruba will say, oh my dad, that means it's going to be good. So you just keep pushing. And it's because of the passion I have for it, because I love it.
Yeah.
So there was no money. Yes, but money to still eat everything, you still have that,
But not this kind of heavy alert.
No, not Ebuka, no, not anymore. Like, I can confidently tell you that, no, I'm one of the richest actresses. I'm not just a noisemaker.
I mean, we can see it because you are constantly working, and like I said, you have a movie coming up, which we'll talk about it later. But I wanted to mention, you talked about the Yoruba industry now, and are you still a part of the Yoruba movie industry? Are you actively there? Because we always hear all of these stories about all these camps, in that industry, which seems to make things harder to work there. Is that why you left? Or was it because of the money? You were not making enough money? Or what's going on there, if you know?
I left. I didn't leave. That's like my source.
Yeah.
That's like my roots. That's where I started from. They will say that's like my parents, But Yoruba will say, "Tomode ba to loko, oman fun loko," means when you get to a level, when a child is grown up to be on his or her own, you have to let them go.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that's how Yoruba industry is. So, but what happened then wasn't about money. It was just about, something happened with my ex. And women were always very emotional. You just want everybody to fight that particular person. And since everybody is not fighting that particular person, but that was then because I was young, you just feel like, oh, everybody's against you. So I just wanted to be on my own. I felt my world was crumbling, So, and that was just it until I met Big Sam.
Yeah.
And we started working, together. I started getting roles. So the first man movie I did was with Auntie Omoni Oboli. So, and people saw my acting. So from there,
Yeah.
And I did mine.
Yeah.
Came out well.
I mean, the last time you were here, like I mentioned, we had a moment which, I mean, I feel like the whole country kept talking about, where you got emotional,
Yes.
you know, at some point. And you mentioned your ex there, which was part of the reason why, you know, you
Yes.
got emotional at the time. How far have you moved past that now? I know you're married, you have kids now. You know, did that define how you move forward in any way with your personal life?
It was a lot of work. You know, it was a lot of work, prayer. I just said to myself, Toyin, you need to move on.
Yeah.
This is not, it will happen. This is not the way God wants it. So, you know, I keep praying, working hard. And I'm not going to lie to you. If it's not the best thing, I'm sure it is. My husband is the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's an actor. He has been in the Yoruba industry, so I know him. And
You've
there's something.
Always known him.
Yes, for years. He's my senior colleague. So I'm always like, he's too calm. Like, it's always very calm. But when you see him in movies, he's always like, you know. But in real life, my husband is a prayer warrior. So, you know, whenever I go to Abeokuta, he's my friend. So we started getting close, you know, and that was just it. So we started dating. I didn't even want anybody to know. I didn't want anybody to know about it. So we started dating. So I just realized I was getting so fond of him. So when he wants to go to work, I'll just tell him, I want to come. So I'll follow him. So I'll be in the room. So some other time I'll tell him, I want to sit there. I don't mind what anybody will say. So from there, I took him to my parents. Open. Yes, yeah. He took me to his parents. And we had a little introduction. So I got pregnant and we got married.
Considering how your past relationships went with someone in the industry, did it worry that you were getting involved with someone again in the industry?
Yes and no. When I'm actually in love or when I know something is right. But my family, they were a little bit skeptical. It was just it was my godmother that said, don't worry, he's a good man, go ahead. So, but later, and you know, I'm from a Christian home. So when they prayed about it, they said, this is your husband. And fortunately, my family actually prayed about it and they said it wasn't, but I was just stubborn. Yeah. And I said, okay, and that was it. But they said, you have to be submissive. I'm like, of course, I have to and I will be submissive, So
you obviously learned lessons from the first episode.
Of course. I'm more matured. There are some things now I can't do. There are some things, you know, then you just want to get angry at every little things. But now I'm so matured. Yeah. We have 2 kids. You know, we have a boy and a girl. So,
how do you draw the line between, you know, work with him and being married to him? Does it ever cross? And, you know, there are people who always say, oh, I mean, can you really do business with someone you're in love with? When emotions get involved with money, you know, it's quite dicey. How do you handle that?
Okay, yes. That was part of the things we spoke about. My husband said, okay, now, I know, you know, my husband is a matured man. So he's like, Toyin, there are some things I want us to talk about. When we're in the house, yes, wife. But when it comes to your job, you're an actress, which I've accepted. So for instance, me and my husband, we don't work together.
Is that something you want to continue to happen?
Yes, and that forever. So,
but he's a great actor. Wouldn't you want to work with him?
I can work in his movie, but producing together, no. Okay. He has his YouTube channel. I have my YouTube channel. I promote his job. He promotes mine. Okay. So anytime he wants me to act in his movie, he will just tell me, hello, you are going to be working with me for 2 days. I'm like, how much are you paying? So we'll laugh over it. Obviously, it's not going to, I'll go. So, but putting money together. No.
That's where it gets dicey.
But for like sometimes when I want to shoot, when I was filming Ejakuma, because I did it with Film One, so I didn't have enough money because it's a big budget, and that's like my biggest budget ever. So I spoke to him that, babe, can you borrow me? On one condition, okay, you know, normally. So sometimes you can just say, okay, add it. When the movie comes out, give me back my money. But like doing business together, movie business, no, we don't. He has his businesses and I have mine.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you've evolved brilliantly, you know, and you're now producing. You've produced how many movies now?
From Yoruba industry or in the cinema?
In the cinema.
This is going to be my fifth.
Your fifth?
In the cinema,
In cinema. I mean, that's brilliant.
Thank you.
Not many people can boast of doing one, you know. How have you been able to, because I mean, like, producing is hard work.
Very hard.
You've gone from acting, which most people say is like an entryway into, the business. Directing is even tough on its own, which you also do.
Yes.
But producing is a whole monster on its
Yes.
own. What's the mentality behind how you work, especially for cinema movies, which are supposed to be like box office, blockbuster, big budget movies? How do you handle that, the pressure?
It's a lot. It's a lot. But, I have relationship with a lot of people. So I know it's stressful, but I get stressed a little bit. But as a producer, I get most things easily because I have good relationship with people. And like I told one of my friends, his name is Sheon, I said, now, from this very movie, I'm not going to be playing lead in my job anymore. That I want to face production, produce. Obviously, I'll do few scenes. I'll use unknown face. You understand? So generally, producing is not easy, but I love it. I enjoy it. I like the fact that everybody has to be somewhere for like 2 months, 3 months. I have to be the one to cater for them. Everybody has to come to me for something. I enjoy it. Yeah. I like it. And I know
and
how
the
to
money
relate
is good.
Yes, when you are spending the money, it's stressful. But when you now want to go to the cinema, but it's a lot of work because you have to go around, you have to keep selling, you have to keep talking about it.
Let's quickly talk about Ijakumo now. I mean, give us a bit, without giving it away too much, what's this story about and why should we be bothered about going to see it?
Before I go on, I actually have another movie I was supposed to shoot. So we're supposed to start, we actually went for Recce in Oshogbo. Everybody knows about this.
Yeah.
We went for Recce in Oshogbo. So we're supposed to start the following week. I slept and I saw Ijakumo, truthfully. And I opened my eyes, did a voice note. And I went to all the groups. I said, this job cancelled. Because the movie I was supposed to do before was something that has to do with Osun Osogbo. So Mr. Moses called me, Mimi called me, Ladun, everybody was calling me that, are you okay? That we've been planning, you people have done, we know how much you spend for it. I said, no, this. So fortunately, my crew, I just sent them there. Tunji is my friend, he's a production designer, Tunji Afolayan, one of the biggest production. So I said, Toyin, where did you get the story? So when I called Kende Joseph, was like, wow, this is one of the best stories I've ever heard in my life. And Kende Joseph is like the biggest scriptwriter. So everybody liked the story because I actually saw it in my dream. It's about a pastor that has a big church and find out that one of his church member who happens to be a choir mistress is a stripper, but not really a stripper, but a stripper.
Yeah, now wow.
I don't want to explain because there are so many things.
Yes.
And he started,
sounds interesting already.
Yes, and he grew up in Abeokuta. He grew up from Abeokuta. So I grew up from Abeokuta too. I had tribal mark. So many things. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, but it's premiering next weekend, I believe?
It's going to premiere.
When is it coming out in cinemas?
It's going to premiere on Sunday at IMAX. Okay. Then it's going to be in all cinemas 23rd. But I think we're going to start advanced screening on the 22th. That's Thursday.
Okay, so that is perfect for Christmas. Take your family. Is it a family movie? Is it something?
I'm not going to lie about it. It's actually rated.
Okay.
It's rated, and I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because for me to be able to tell you what the story, for me to be able to teach people, I think it has to be rated, and which is fine by me. So at least youths, parents, they can see the movie and learn from it. It's a wonderful movie.
We'll be looking forward to that. But before you go now, there's something that happened on social media some time ago about some lady who said you were holding her baby, or something about what was that drama about, and how did you forget? Something about a prank. Said accused you on social media of holding a baby in her belly for you.
No, we actually, I think my team actually called her, and when they called her, they recorded and they played it. She was just saying, mommy retiwa, mommy retiwa. I think she just wanted to trend. So he said, I should leave her husband or call her that she's been
you snatched her husband
that she's been pregnant for 4 years, So they wanted to sue. I said they should leave her. She sent me a DM. I said, don't do that again. It's not nice. I know it's a prank.
But did you take it personal initially?
Oh, no, I did not. Why now?
Okay. Now, finally, elections are around the corner, and a lot of actresses and actors are coming out and declaring their support for, who they are going to be campaigning for or voting for and all of that. A lot of your colleagues have done that. You have a colleague of yours who's running mate for governor here in Lagos. Are you engaged politically? Are you willing to speak about who you're going to be voting? What are your thoughts on the elections coming up?
I think my Tom is going to speak at the polling center.
You're not going to publicly support any candidates? Why?
I don't think so. I know I have influence on people. If I tell you, okay, this is who I'm going to vote for, I know a lot of people would do it, would vote for that same person. I know I influence people, but I don't want such to happen again. I want everybody to decide on their own. I want everybody to have a mind of their own. So I don't want to influence anybody.
Why not?
I just don't want to. Because right now, sometimes you really cannot tell what's going to happen. So I want everybody to have a mind of their own so that we will not end up always putting the blame on anybody. So fine, I'm going to vote for whoever I'm voting for. So if anything happens, I won't say it was Ebuka that said, it was Ebuka that posted it on his page that we should vote for this person. No, I know that it's my choice. Because I know I have influence on a lot of youth, but I don't want to use my influence in that way. Yeah. So let everybody decide whoever they want to vote for. But my own Tom is going to speak for me at the polling units.
Fair enough. I mean, you're a mother now. You have 2 kids?
Yes.
Happily married. I mean, there's something they call on social media womb watchers. People are always trying to monitor, is she pregnant, is she not pregnant? You know, I know you've talked a lot about, you know, your journey with childbirth and having children and, you know, all the struggles around that. You know, how has that been for you and how do you handle it online, socially?
It's not easy. You know, most times they just want you they always want you to have a child, you know. Obviously, yes, I have a stepdaughter and I have a son. So they just, oh, when are you going to give birth? When are you going to? So it's not always easy, but it's just when the time is right, the pregnancy will stay.
Are you having more kids?
Yes.
You plan to?
Yes, I was actually pregnant, but I lost it, so it's fine.
Recently?
Yes.
That's what I was trying to get to, but I didn't want to be insensitive about it because, you know, you have other people who comment and sometimes they're not very complimentary about it, you know. How did you handle that situation?
It was, you know, most times they don't even know what we're going through. You know, then I just had such thing, I cried because I just wanted to have 1 more or 2 more kids and I'm done. So things happened, I'm so bloated. So everybody would just keep on, you are too fat. Look at your husband is young. You are just, look at you are fat, look at you. But they don't understand. Yeah. So, you know, when they say all these things, but Ebuka, guess what? I'm used to it. As an actress, you just have to, or else you will just die of depression. So once I see it, and if I'm not okay with your comments and you keep going, I'll just block the person. I don't have time for negativity. So.
Well, fair enough. Well, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Both your personal life, your work, you are smashing it with your work. And we're looking forward to Ijakumo, which is premiering.
And you're going to come for my premiere on the 18th.
She said she was going to do that to me.
Yes, publicly. Ebuka, you have to...
I will try my best.
No, say I will come.
You want the whole country to drag me?
No,
okay, I will come.
Sunday, thank you.
Thank you very much, Toyin Abraham,
thank you so much,
here today. And thank you for joining us. Like I always say, you can follow the conversation on social media. Please use the hashtag #OnlyMinds when you send us a message. I'll see you next Sunday.